or haters too.
I don't give
text.
I get it all the time. Like the one time this dude was like, I know you're in Columbus, and I dropped him a pin. I'm like, then pull up.
Welcome back, Bubba Army, to another Alpha Male Universe episode. So we got a fake alpha by the name of Kyle Perry once again on the block to be roasted. He's been recently going in on our hero trans Wes Watson, and we can't let him do that. So be sure to smash that like button if you want to get in a flow state, and let's get this show on the road.
People always say mentors are a waste of time, but this is how you change your fucking life. Come on, you guys.
Miami. You guys may not think Moxie's is the best place, but this food is fire.
Shut up, bitch!
So I showed that first clip because I wanted to highlight the Wes Watson connection with Kyle Perry. Now Kyle's really upset because he probably had to pay $25,000 to bounce up and down Wes Watson's micro, and he didn't get the results that he wanted. He just got crema and no money, right? So he's really upset at the internet. People don't like him, and you know what? Let's actually highlight more of his philosophy, who he really is on the camera.
You're in the entrepreneur phase. Did you learn all this project management and shit like that from the corporate world?
Yeah, so I was in the military, so I used all of that GI Bill and stuff to go get certifications while I was working. So when people say they don't have fucking time, I have 3 kids. I was working a full-time job and going to school, and I was in double school, one for fitness and one for that. So I went and got a master trainer certification in fitness, and then I got my 6 Sigma black belt, agile scrum, human resourcing, financial management, and business management, all while I was working. So I went from $11 an hour when I got out of the Marine Corps to $100,000 a year, all within 2 years as I was getting those certifications. So as I got a new certification, I'm like, you're going to fucking pay me more, I'm going to leave. And I just kept going like that.
Bro managed to gather every single certification and not a damn one was worth anything. When I first looked up what a 6 Sigma black belt was, I was like, is that some type of like grifter course? Is that actually a black belt? You know, the Sigma mill, add black belt together. Surely I thought it was going to be like some fugazi ass thing, but apparently it's like some type of certification that enables someone who learns the masters of the universe to identify opportunities in which they can improve on. Really crazy stuff, but Kyle Perry wants to act like he went to Harvard University or something. All these alpha males are so full of themselves, but you know what? I already know that Power Bottom Perry is going to comment on this video, so how about you just do so, chump, already, and I'll pin your comment and let Bubba Army roast the shit out of you.
We don't give a f. We don't give a f if you hate us. We don't give a f if you talk about us. And we especially don't give a f if you like us. Because you're not beating us. No one beating us is ever in the comments talking. Isn't it funny how that works? And they definitely ain't talking in person. You know why you're not going nowhere in life? Because you're spewing out fucking hate. And the universe never blesses spewing out hate. So as always, do better.
Oh my God! Wow!
What an insane revelation by Kyle. He wants to sit here and say that he doesn't care about what anyone says about him, what anyone thinks about him, but every time anyone mentions that corny ass wannabe scar tattoo across his face, he crashes out like crazy. Now, I also wanted to mention that I have used that clip before, but I wanted to highlight it once again because it's been about 7 to 8 months since we talked about the Power Bottom Perry, and I thought it was relevant to also understand a little bit more about this character.
Not that it fucking matters, and they always change the narrative, but there's people out here saying that I claimed I was a combat veteran. I've never claimed that a day in my life. Actually, the reason I got the tattoo, which even ChatGPT, if you just Google what does scar tattoo over a veteran's eye mean, it means you've lost a close person in the military, and it's a symbol to show that you carry around internal scars of losing a brother. So some pain that you guys would never even be able to fucking fathom. But you know, the internet will do whatever it does. Faith over fear, and as always, God is good.
So Kyle Perry wants to make up some bullshit excuse that he got this scar tattoo across his eye, this wannabe scar tattoo, to memorialize his fallen comrades. Now, at the surface, that appears as something that is like maybe honorable, I don't know, maybe to someone who's fucking ignorant or whatever. But most people who are in the military, they get these type of wristbands to memorialize their fallen in combat, or perhaps the illness or whatever happened to them in life. I don't know why Kyle is trying to normalize his eye tattoo, saying, oh yeah, all the veterans use it to memorialize the fallen. To be honest, I have never met anyone in my life who has that lame ass tattoo across their face, and I just think it's another fake bullshit excuse, which can actually be supported by what I'm about to show next.
And they are.
Now, you didn't have the face tats then.
No, I got this I one a couple months ago, and this one like 8 months ago. I got this to signify never going back to the corporate world.
I'd really appreciate it for this segment of the video that you commented down below what your thoughts are on this matter, because I just want to make sure I'm not the one who's thinking this is a bigger deal or something like that. I find this behavior to be rather disgusting because Kyle Perry is trying to hide behind this memorializing of the fallen for his eye tattoo, when in reality, he actually got it to signify that he's never going to get a fucking normal job ever again because he decided to be an immature brat and scribble all over his face. He's really trying to like switch the script. He's trying to change the narrative about this eye tattoo and put you in like this spotlight that you're the bad one for criticizing him. He tries to say, oh no, it's used to honor the fallen, but that's not true at all. It was used to honor the fact that you're never getting a job, you lame.
8 months ago, I got this to signify never going back to the corporate world. If no one is in commission-based sales, they're fucked. Like if you can, I was making $100,000 a year, but I was capped after that. So I'm like, I need to change this shit. And I got back into fitness. The best thing I ever did.
So what made you think, let me just get a line down my face?
So it represents like the battle scars of like entrepreneurship, or just pretty much, and just a fuck you to everybody. Cause like they already didn't like this one. So, but you can't see it all the time on camera. So I'm like, I'm gonna get one they have to stare at all the time. And that's one of the, it was probably the smartest thing I did marketing wise, because that'll get me like 15 comments right there. Like, who the fuck would listen to a dude with face tattoos? And then I'm like, well, I got a badder bitch than you, so don't really matter.
So dude, if you guys want to follow.
All right, so this is like the second take for this part of the video, and I got Mrs. Bubbo laughing in the background because how ridiculous is it that in the face of criticism for your tattoo across your eye, your excuse is that you have a badder bitch. I mean, come on, man. These are the type of characters we're dealing with in the alpha male universe. I feel like the final nail was in the coffin with the end of this clip because it just fully establishes the fact that he did not get this tattoo to memorialize the fallen. It was like some phony baloney LARP that he had like these scars and battles from being a car salesman. Like, bro, what are you even talking about, man? This shit is just ridiculous, and the video is gonna get crazier.
Or haters too,
I don't give a
texting
fuck.
you.
I get it all the time. Like the one time this dude was like, I know you're in Columbus, and I dropped him a pin. I'm like, then pull up. And then he's like, oh, you think you're cool? You think you got money because you're at Mandrake? I'm like, first off, I do got money, and second off, what are you pulling up or not? Like, but it's all half
So
the time.
you ain't
fake.
afraid to freaking have 3 people show up and bats and shit?
I'll fucking shoot them, dude. I mean, if you come to me because of my videos to threaten my life and my kids are around, and I'm trained to shoot in the military, someone else is raising your kids, bro. You're not playing with my life.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how men should be. Just like we were talking about earlier when Dan Pena was like, when people...
All right, there are a couple of things that break down in this clip because this shit is truly crazy. Now, Kyle Perry wants to LARP that he's like a defender of his family. No one is talking shit on his kids. Like, genuinely, that's the dumbest thing I've heard maybe in this video, that people are attacking his children or want to attack him when he's around his children. Like, no one's doing that. A lot of these alpha males try to like change the narrative. They try to like twist it and make it all weird, but that's not what's happening. And second of all, why would you challenge people to meet up with you to fight and then you're just gonna blast them? That doesn't make any sense to me. I'll always say this to anyone who watches these videos: while it may be very enticing to go lay out this lame in person, never ever go to their house or meet up with them in person. It's just really not worth you risking your life or being in prison because you wanted to destroy this guy. I get it that he's extremely insufferable, extremely unlikable, but don't do that. And third and finally, what is up with this cornball being like, the military has trained me to shoot, so I'm in the clear? Like, come on, bro. Shitbag alert. Like, oh my God, who's actually saying that? Who is in service? You could just tell by Kyle Perry's demeanor that he was a huge shitbag, and I'm not even gonna comment anymore about that. What a lame.
A lot of guys out there that would want to be able to do that, but they're so afraid of getting beat up or hurt that they chicken out.
The only people...
What would you say to those people?
They're fucking pussies. Like when people are like, the loudest person in the room is always a bitch. What about Mike Tyson? What about Conor McGregor? People that can't defend themselves love to say, you just gotta you gotta let it go sometimes. Of course you do, because you're a bitch and you would get up in real life.
So this clip is in the context of defending your wife, and yeah, you gotta defend your wife, right? Like no one's gonna say not to. But I wanted to highlight really in this part where he cites major outliers to the rule. He wants to insist on being the loudest in the room, but we all know that he's no Mike Tyson or Conor McGregor. Like he really wants to cite Mike Tyson, and he's in a way pretending that he is that guy, right? He is not that guy. Like, come on, man. I feel like I've said come on a bunch of times during this video, but it really is like one of these guys that you really just wonder what's going on up there, man. Like something is not right with this guy. But you know what? Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, like, comment, do whatever, share it if possible, and I'll catch you in a future video. Later.